Ah, hello. Come right on in. You called for an emergency appointment yesterday, is that right? That's fine. Take a seat and relax for a moment while I take a quick look over the papers you filled out in the lobby. So you've been suffering from persistent headaches and nausea for a week now. And as of yesterday, your hearing has also been affected. Is this the first time you've experienced symptoms like these? I see. You look tense. Are you worried about what's making you feel so ill? Of course. I can't say I blame you. I understand this must be stressful for you. Your body suffering in new and surprising ways is always worrying. Hey, don't worry. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. Come on, let's calm you down a bit. Depending on your illness, stress may make your condition worse, so let's get you relaxed first. We're going to take some deep breaths to calm you down. Can you do that for me? Just follow my rhythm. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. In and out. There you go. That's good. You can keep breathing like that if you like. Whatever helps keep you relaxed. I promise. I'll find out what's got you run down and send you on the road to a speedy recovery. Well, it's too early to say for certain as to what is ailing you. I do already have my own thoughts as to what I expect the problem is, but I must undergo the full diagnosis so I can be sure I'll be providing you with the proper treatment to see you get better as soon as possible. We wouldn't want to jump to conclusions, now would we? That reminds me of a quote, actually. When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. A quote from a great detective in regard to mysteries, but surprisingly applicable to medical diagnosis as well. I'll narrow down the possibilities and come to one conclusion and find the best way to help you from that. Don't worry. I'll be sure to get to the bottom of this, as they say. Well, enough of that. Let's make a proper start, shall we? First, I'm going to be using a stethoscope to make sure your heartbeat and breathing are regular, and you don't have a chest infection or anything. This might not seem relevant, but I promise, it's all standard procedure and a necessary part of the checkup. Now, I'll warn you, this may be a little cold, but try not to be too surprised. Just keep up that steady breathing from before for me and relax, okay? I'll be checking your back first. Okay, your breathing sounds fine. Now the front to check your heartbeat. Alright. No problems with your heartbeat. Now, considering you mentioned your affected hearing, I think the key may well lie in that. Tell me, exactly how do you think your hearing has changed since you became ill? Sounds in your right ear sound muffled? I see. Well, allow me to put that to the test. I'm going to tap this glass by your ear, and I'd like you to tell me if the sound is different in each ear and how. First in the left ear, now in the right ear. The left, and the right. The right sounds like you're hearing it through a wall. I see. Right. That being the case, I'm going to take a look inside your ears to see if I can find any problems. I'll be using this otoscope here to have a look. Think of it like a microscope, but one that allows me to see clearly inside your ears and find any issues. Just hold still for me again while I check your right ear. There is a buildup of wax quite deep inside your ear, which won't be helping things. Let me check your left ear as well, just in case. It's not as bad here, but still, it might be worth sorting out as well. Right. It would be best to deal with that wax first, I think. Even if it isn't the cause, it's best for me to do this now before more serious damage is done to your ears by it. Would you be willing to let me do that for you? You don't have to be so tense. As long as you stay still for me, I'll be careful not to do any harm to you. Would you like to lay on the examination table to relax, or are you fine sitting on that chair? Of course. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. Very good. Now, this may be uncomfortable to start, but please hold still for me, okay? You seem a little uneasy. Perhaps you're a little embarrassed about the state of your ears. Well, don't worry. I don't think badly of you. It's not my place to judge you. I'm simply here to help you get better. That said, I would like to suggest some advice for you. I would recommend you clean your ears once a week. I must suggest that you don't use Q-tips, and especially do not push the tips deep into your ears, or you could do damage to the very sensitive parts of your inner ear. You should use ear drops to rid yourself of wax buildup, and dry after use with a clean cloth or tissue. Your hearing is precious and sensitive, and I wouldn't want you losing it if you can help it. Right. I've dislodged most of that wax buildup. Now I just need to dig it out. Just keep nice and still for me some more. Reading? Yes, I do like reading books in my spare time. Between my contracted hours and out-of-hours visits, I don't get a lot of free time. Not to mention keeping on top of my medical knowledge. But when I do, yes, detective fiction is a hobby of mine. I suppose after bringing up that Sherlock quote earlier, figuring that out was elementary for you. You'd make a great assistant, dear Watson. That should about do it. You're doing very well. I understand you're nervous, but you've been very patient and still for me so far. Now, could you turn your head for me so I can clear out the other side? Thank you. Do you use earphones a lot? That can cause more wax buildup than usual. Try to limit how much you use headphones, or clean your ears more often if you do use them a lot. And be careful if you use earphones when sleeping as well. I know some people like listening to something like music or ASMR to help them sleep, but wearing earphones overnight can cause more wax buildup and do damage to your ear from plugging your canal. Just take care of yourself, alright? Okay. Now I'll just give this ear a quick sweep.
Right. Good as new. How's your hearing now? Any better? Still muffled in your right ear. Okay. In that case, I'm confident in making my deduction. As I suspected, you have an ear infection. Now, it's nothing to be too alarmed about. Just some bacteria that will have been caught up in that wax buildup and made you feel ill. The infection tends to pass in a few days. But along with that cleanup we just did, it may be best to clear everything out of your system. So, I'll be prescribing you some antibiotics to help you get better. Hand this to the chemist over the road, and take the antibiotics for a full week, twice a day. You may feel better after 2 or 3 days, but make sure you finish the full course. Is all that all right with you? Great. Well, it looks like we're done here then. Just take those antibiotics and you'll be better in no time. And on the rare chance that your symptoms don't change, be sure to book another appointment with us, all right? Well, you're very welcome. And don't worry about me having to clean your ears. I've seen worse things in this job. Trust me. I've been glad to help you today. You've been a wonderful patient. Goodbye then. I hope you get better soon.